Microsoft's ending of Windows 10 is actually showing up now in, financial calls with the computer manufacturers saying, hey, this is great for our bottom line. Thanks for checking out this video by Switch Linux. If you like this type of content, subscribe to the channel. If you've not already done so, leave us a like and a comment down below. And of course, Windows 10 support did end, and that's obviously old news. A lot of people are maintaining it through the extended support. A number of people have moved on to Windows 11, and then there's that whole group of computers that really just can't switch. And so people are either going to have to switch to Linux, continue on with an insecure system, or buy a new computer, which is a terrifying thing, being as that, as we talked about in our video a couple days ago, the Steam Deck went out with almost a 50% price increase because of the massive price increases across the computer world, driven mostly by AI and data centers. Raspberry Pi, of course, they're actually increasing all of their prices quite a bit because of that. And so now as people are looking out and going, hey, what can we possibly do? Well, you just got to buy a new computer, I guess, But this showed up in the sales calls for HP this week, which was interesting here. So 3 in 10 HT customers still clinging to Windows 10. Those holdouts, but those are a good thing. Speaking to investors, Kenton Patel, president of personal systems at HP, claimed that a slow migration to Windows 11 was giving HP a financial boost. Yay! All we need, HP to have a financial boost. Karen Parkle, HP CFO, added the trend was a regional and particularly strong EMEA and APJ for its financial quarter sectors. I have no idea what those two words mean, but they are. But hey, this is very strong because people are going to have to get new computers as theirs become infected with malware, stop receiving supports, and maybe get constant barrages every 30 seconds. You can keep using your Windows 10, but every 30 seconds, we're going to show you a full page ad for Windows 11, stop the insanity. I can see them doing something like that. Can you? I don't know. But looking at what they're doing, HP is not interested in pure software upgrades. Of course, actually, HP is opposed to pure software upgrades. If it were pure software upgrades, you could keep your old computer and just upgrade it to Windows 11, but they don't really care about that. What they're hoping is a massive refresh cycle, which in computer lingo means I'm taking my perfectly functioning computer, throwing it in a landfill, adding to all that e-waste, and then buying a new computer. They love that because it means more beautiful sales. And I just encourage you, I have a lifelong vendetta against HP, so when you go and if you do decide to engage in the refresh cycling to boost the economy, please buy anything but HP. Buy some weird Chinese brand that no one's ever heard of over HP, I gotta say. Both the short run and the long run, as a lot of customers are moving workloads to the edge with a rising cost of generative AI. That is a great opportunity, we believe. This is where we see strong commercial demand remaining strong. Yeah. So HP is basically saying, hey, we really love this. The Windows Central article on the similar topic had some extra things to say down in the area of AI, how Microsoft is trying to push everybody over to the AI infrastructure. Between dwindling hype behind sophisticated AI PCs and limited spending power to get new devices, it makes sense there be a significant number of Windows 10 holdouts. Of course, people do not want the AI. In fact, we're starting to see this more and more. People are pushing back harder and harder against AI. They're sitting here like, stop the insanity. In fact, hashtag stop the slop. We do not need AI in absolutely everything in our life. It can serve a perfectly fine function in its own little corner that we do not necessarily have to have it foisted upon us at all in all areas of our life. But Microsoft made a blatant attempt to get users to upgrade to Windows 11, including the full screen pop-up ads, even Copilot Plus PCs, and the next-gen AI features. However, most people don't want that. people who even are much more positive towards AI than I am, they still don't really want it forced everywhere. They would like to access it on their web browser, not integrated into their web browser, but go to a web page, access their AI, and then turn it off when they're done. They don't need this constant crazy assistant back in the corners of their constantly like, hey, can I help? Hey, can I help? I will make everything worse. I will make you stupider, and I will bring down society, but can I help? No, evil, deranged, psychotic, lunatic Clippy, go away, Original Clippy was much better. But what we see here is that one of the reasons we want to bring this up is that Microsoft put on the Band-Aid, and a lot of people are on the extended support cycle, and that expires again now just in a couple months. And I have a sneaky suspicion Microsoft will probably not extend it further, but we'll see. They might not. But what that basically means, it's now June. You got June, you got July, you got August, you got September, and in October, in 5 months, that extended support is also gone unless you are an academic institution or a business customer. Business customers, of course, are paying a boatload of money. So you will actually have to stick with an insecure computer, or you will have to switch to Linux, or you'll have to buy a new computer at these massively inflated prices. Now, of course, as we talked about in our video a couple days ago, the massively inflated prices are causing mostly by AI, and we're seeing many instances where AI is not being praised. If you remember, actually, it wasn't, I think Eric Schmidt's graduation speech received the most publicity, but there were actually a few of these different speeches where big tech CEOs comes in and mentions AI to get absolutely booed by the students. And this is for good cause, of course, as the AI is driving up the prices of everything. Even if you have to get a new computer now soon, Microsoft itself is pushing out and saying, hey, Microsoft's going to wipe out, AI is going to wipe out white-collar jobs within 12 to 18 months. Now, I think this is a little bit fanciful. I think this is another big AI hype bro sitting here like, oh, it's going to be amazing. And then all the CEOs are going like, oh, we're going to have to fire everybody and just use AI. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have money dripping out our pores because people are not critically thinking about what AI actually can do. But still, this is Mustafa's idea at Microsoft. He's the AI CEO at Microsoft, and he paints a grim picture for workers as automation accelerates across organizations. So we will increasingly need computers in our life, but we decreasingly have jobs. The prices of everything is astronomically rising because of AI, and now they're coming out and telling us with great fanfare from stage, not fanfare, but great hype from stage, we should say, hey, in 12 to 18 months, all you guys are going to lose your jobs. So go out and be plumbers, folks, maintenance men, people who can do weird things that AI can't do. And maybe somebody can begin the Luddite version 2 movement. Who knows? But what he's basically saying here is that, within 12 to 18 months, all these white-collar jobs, all those people that went to college believing that college was going to help them, they're coming out of college now to find that nobody can find a job anymore. In fact, my brother went looking for different jobs. I think he said he applied for over 100. He received a single call back, and it was a job scammer. That is the current world we are dealing with right now, folks. So, I gotta enjoy, folks. Gotta enjoy. The AI is coming for your jobs. It's raising your prices. It's basically destroying the landscape. Also, we can laugh and share and make viral videos of kittens battling robots. And all I have to say about that is stop the slop. Let me know your thoughts about all this weird rambling Windows mess in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.